Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2, and today we are presenting our D-Light Water Faucet add-on project. My name is Devin Muhammad Hanif.
My name is Andi Muhammad Rifki.
Muhammad.
My name is Faisal Raffi Darmanto.
My name is Muhammad Nazif Tariski.
And my name is Muhammad Rizal Alfat.
So the next is our table of contents for the presentation. And the first, we're going to talk about the NPD model. So on the next slide, our product is an add-on faucet used in Indonesian urban household that can regulate water outflow type to spread in one way or more by adjusting the nozzle by turning a knob. And the user of this product could monitor their water outflow using the LED display on the product to give users insight on their water usage. So the goal of our product is to decrease water scarcity by ensuring water output efficiency by implementing a monitor in the product that can track the volume of water output flow in real time. So on the right side is our 3D model of our product. So on the next is our benchmarking of our product, which is the one on the left with two other products that are available in the market. Several differences that can be seen are the materials used and the features provided. So the selected NPD model is the stage gate model, where this model has 6 key stages as seen on the slide and are connected with gates listed also in the slide between the stages to ensure the targeted objective to be reached. Each production phases are conducted thoroughly, and the model is an iterative process.
Okay, so next we will talk about our project and organizational management. Next. So first, I will elaborate about our organizational structure. We use balance matrix as its organizational structure in the hopes to fulfill the project's objective as efficient and effective as possible. Our organization next consists of 5 departments, which are research and development, production, finance, sales and marketing, and human research. So the reason why we choose this structure because it gives us several benefits, such as enabling staff from different departments to directly report to the project manager, maximize our productivity, creativity of each department without sacrificing its autonomy, and the need for ease of collaboration to develop a new product. Okay, next. Okay, so this is our project network. So the project network displays the order in which project activities are to be completed. You can see all of the timeline of our project, and also it shows the person who are responsible for its activities. The project network gives us the gist of how many percent of the project has been completed, which can become indicator to know if our project is progressing. Okay, next.
Now we continue on to the business model. Next, starting with the value proposition canvas. It is the fundamental concept of the exchange of value between our business and our customers. The value proposition is divided into two aspects, the product and the customer. Each of the aspects consists of three important elements that relates to each other. The product services, which is add-on faucet, relates to the customer jobs, which is various washing activities such as washing dishes, showering your pets, watering the garden, and so on. The pen reliever of the product, which can be put in any faucet, convenient detachable clamp, and in-depth research, can overcome the pains of the customer, which are the costs, the installation difficulty, and the uncertain quality. The gain creator, which are the water usage monitor and switchable nozzle, can bring the gains for the customer, such as saves water usage and ability to adjust the output of the water. Next, we move to the business model canvas of the light add-on. First, the customer segments. Our products aim at the Indonesian households in urban areas which concern water usage management, and we also target the socio-economic status BA urban cities. Institutions such as schools, public building, and companies who seek to apply water-saving practice in their place should use our product. Lastly, environmentally our citizens are also suited to use our product. The customer relationships consist of eco-campaign, which is one of our business strategies of promoting eco-friendly cause, and the second is the social media, which is to interact with the customers so that we can hear their demands, complaints, and their feedbacks about our app and services. Our channels are online marketplace that is used to connect our target customers to our product and facilitates transaction in an online network. The second is retail shops, the channel that facilitates transaction activities of our product with our target market in a physical space. Now, the key activities include the production, which is the main activity of our business, which we assemble and package our product into a finished product. The marketing, which is to promote our business so that more customers will use our services. And finally, the product distribution, which is done by our logistic partners. However, it is our job to connect the logistics and the retailers together. The key resources are the materials, which is crucial in the business process, as specific materials are needed. The warehouse, which is the bridge between the company's production to the customer and retail store. Having a strategic warehouse helps to make the whole supply process to be more efficient. The key partner, starting from investors, are our partner that will invest their money to fund our business. The materials suppliers that will supply our business with the necessary ingredients to create our products. The retailers that will sell our goods, such as the goal of earning profit, and logistics that will transport our products and overseas distribution. The cost structure are the wages which given accordingly to our staffs, the operating expenses of production of the product and its business activities. And we also use our money to conduct a partnership with other business or organizations to grow the value of the company and its operations. Lastly, the revenue streams, which are obtained from the sales of our products. Government contracts also contribute to our revenue streams if there are any deals with the government. Lastly, we can also have earnings by forming a partnership with other NGOs that have the interests suitable to ours. Next.
So the next is the conjoint analysis. So conjoint analysis is a statistical technique to model human behavior, usually the purchasing behavior. This method is done by measuring the interest to purchase of a product or service. This method is basically ranking and rating the possible option combination of a product or service based on the customer voice. We use SPSS to perform the conjoint analysis with the steps of first, we define the attributes and combinations. Second, we survey to the customer. And third, we analyze the results. Now, the first is to define the attributes and combinations. We define the change attributes of factors levels to be the LED color, stainless steel finishing, plastic color, and lastly, it's the price. After defining the attributes, we create the possible combinations using the SPSS software. The table on the right show the variable that we inputted to the SPSS, and the lower table is result of the combinations generated by the SPSS. There are 22 combinations that we are going to show to the potential customer to survey, and it consists of 4 holdouts. Also, from all factors, selling price is the only non-tangible factor, but it's still displayed on the survey. We then sent the survey to the potential customer for them to rank the combinations based on their interest to purchase the product. And the rendered combinations are displayed on the right here. And the scoring from the customer then will be inputted to the software SPSS for analyzing. Then this is the result. Starting from the left utilities table, we can infer that most favorable combination for the customer is the red LED, white plastic color, glossy finishing, and they are willing to buy the product with the price of 199,000 rupiah. To be specific, based on the data, customer actually willing to pay with the price of 186,000 rupiah. We generate this by pricing from the coefficients table that showed the price is the only numerical factor and can be estimated using the coefficients by multiplying it with the price we determined previously. The table next to it shows the rank of importance of the factors to the customer, and the importance are respectively the LED, the price, the plastic color, and lastly, the stainless steel finishing. Also, based on the correlation table, we can infer that the data is strongly related, indicated by the rule of thumb of correlations value above 0.5. Next.
Next is the product patent. Next. So there are some technical inventions that have been patented and have been commercialized in the development of the add-on faucet invention that we took inspiration from. Those are the faucet spray head with volume control, which patent a faucet spray head with a volume control that allows the user to change the water flow through the spray head from full spray to full stream to stop flow and flow levels in between. The second one is the plumbing and lighting fixture, which patent a light built into the spout of a faucet that can be used to illuminate a sink that acts as a night light. And the third one is the night light for plumbing fixtures, which patent a faucet with a water outlet for releasing stream of water, or in a faucet at least one LED is mounted. Next, please. Well, on the other hand, we have three patents which we claim, and those are the turbine mechanism, which is the use of a micro hydro turbine within the flume to generate the power of the device using the water flow from the water faucet. The second one is the LED display mechanism, which monitors the water output flow. The LED informs the user of the water usage and whether it is under or over the usage limiter. The energy for the LED is from the turbine mechanism. And finally, the exact measurement and the pattern of the nozzle.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the prototyping process of our product. Next. So in the prototyping phase of our product, we chose the 3D printing method. 3D printing method is making the three-dimensional virtual design into a solid object through melting the plastic filaments into small layers that will eventually form into the 3D object itself. Next. Now, we use 3D printing because it is quite faster and is quite cost effective compared to other methods of prototyping. As you can see here, from if we use 3D printing, when we want to change a design, it is more flexible and we can test our prototype or our iterative design more quickly and more cost effectively. Next. As for the software used in this prototyping phase, we use the inventor to create the 3D model of our product, and we also use the maker file. Next. So for our process itself, we use a MakerBot Replicator Mini 3D printer to produce our prototype. The steps in creating the prototype is first, of course, as mentioned before, we create the 3D model of our product and convert it into the STL, OBJ, or other compatible file format. And then we open the 3D file of the model, and we use the slicer software to convert the file into readable G-code coordinates for the printer. Then we choose the appropriate settings for the printer itself, and we print the product, and we turn off the printer and conduct the analysis. Next. Here we can see this is the exploded part of our product. Our product consists of 10 parts, different parts, finished product as an assembled product itself. Next. For the 3D printing process, first we insert the filament into the 3D printer. The filament is the plastic that will then be used into creating the 3D product itself. Then, after that, we load the 3D model into the MakerBot software and we adjust the print settings in the software into our likings. The print settings may be the layer height or the support settings. Next. After we adjust the settings for the software, we then conduct the printing process itself. For our product, the process took about 2 and 3 hours, but our product size, we print on a small scale as we want to evaluate the actual shape and the design of the product itself. After the product is finished to printing, Then we have to do the cleaning of the 3D printing prototype. We have to clean the supports and other bits, small bits of filaments. As we can see here in the sixth step, this is the result of our scale D-Light water faucet add-on prototype. Next.
So finally, it is our financial model. Next. This is the model. Next. So to summarize the financial model, we need a total investment of around 2.7 billion rupiah with 25% from working capital and the rest from bank credit, which we have to pay interest around 11.6 million rupiah to gain a net profit of 519 million in net sales in the end of the year. For the summary of the ratio, we have a healthy 1,704% liquidity and around 78% return on investment, and finally around 76% return on equity. Next. For the account payable and receivable, we have the same ratio of cash and credit with 80 to 20%. While the increase of the selling price, cost of goods, sales, and operating costs each have a percentage of 0.3, 0.45, and 0.5%. Next. And finally, our internal rate of return for 1 year is 5.6%, but for 5 years, it increased to 28%, which is higher than 6% of the discount rate. Next. Thank you. That is all from Group 2. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.